You know what? Screw top laners, mate. That is an Ahri in the mid lane for humanoids. Okay.
This is the first.
Might be going for a cheeky early gank in top side.
The pony, he's popped Ghost. They're going in with the flash taunt straight onto Armor. That top lane matchup that we looked at earlier, it's Broken Blade that's given the edge.
For this could be scary.
I mean, it could be. Gilly's looking for the engage straight on to Kazi. Oh my word, the shockwave just whiffed, but here comes Broken Blade. The hook lands straight onto Humanoid. Limit will pick up the kill, but they'll trade one back onto Broken Blade. Limit looking to go more aggressive here as KaiSser and Kazi are still low HP, but it might be a risky play to make happen as Abadage is low. They're going to flay him in. Not risky enough. Abadage takes the kill, and now Neon finds another. Schalke, they are off to a good start.
Oh, that was diabolical. But yeah, honestly, I thought Schalke had played it well enough.
All over the place, Ahri kind of dips and dives. I'm not trying to quote dodgeball here, but dips and dives out of those fights and basically looks for it. They go for it. They are glutton for punishment in this bottom as Broken Blade comes back down. That is the Shen pick in full force, making the tower dive. KaiSser now by himself. I don't think you're getting anywhere, especially not without your horse, because it's a very, very big, scary undead horse who's going to charge you down
this time as well. So you know the jungler's not going to be there. You know you're going to have the numbers advantage. Just really smart there by Schalke to get that play, as we're going to see. I love, thank you observers for switching to the gold, because it's a perfect transition for what you were saying here. In the jungle, you've got that 1k difference. Bot side, it's only 700. So there's a bit of a difference in the Diffie and the Tiffy as well up there in top, but I think Broken Blade, speaking of top lane problems here, I think he might be in a bit of a pickle. I don't think he's got any friends nearby to help him.
I think he's just dead, mate. He's chain CC'd, locked up. KaiSser actually picks up the kill, and that'll be another turret for Mad, surely off the back of this, especially now that plates have just dropped. Despite all the effort that went into bot lane tower dives, Mad are still taking the objectives that count.
Mad lines.
Yeah, he is almost 50 CS up on his opponent. We're going to see Limit caught out here. Nothing he can do as Armut picks up the kill potential, I guess, with the Ahri charm. And we've all seen what Rel can do when she engages fights as well. She's absolutely nutty, mate. But obviously not even taking the good deaths, mate. It's a double teleport, actually, as you said, straight into the middle of the fight. Humanoid on the outside. This is where an Ahri wants to be, looking for the chance. He dives into the back line. Oh, my word. Neon is just bloody dead. In fact, Schalke are just bloody dead. And now goes Sion charging in. Broken Blade desperately tries to get out. KaiSser will force him back to the turret. And Elioya and team have just absolutely crushed it here. Schalke's playoff runs are slipping away by the moment.
At least in this game, it's not looking too good for the Mixed Scoundrel. Beautiful team fight there by Mad Lions. And they picked up Shelly here as well. So they're going to be able to use her to cruise on through the mid lane. Mythic Iron was complete. I 1000% knew we were not going to see Aberfrost in this game. It's just how it is. It's just how it goes. I mean, points to Lions here, who've built themselves a pretty significant lead now over Schalke. Almost 4,000 gold. One dragon away from Soul Point. Squeeze out Schalke from this area of the rift. Because if you can do this and set vision, all that lovely business, then you know, it's pretty easy for you to then turn onto the Baron and try and make something like that happen in the short near future. Abadage.
Yeah, Abadage, you knew they were in your red side jungle, mate. I mean, that's a little bit questionable if I were you, but they're going to get 2 tier 2 turrets off of just a cheeky little one.
Just how much Elioya was farming. He had like 145 CS and Gilius was on like 90 or something. Like it was a big.
You know, at that point, if you contested Soul and you lost the team fight, the game was over anyway. Maybe they are just looking to scrape. No! Oh my word! Straight over the wall. It's the Magnus Storm over the wall again, but they do drag everybody out through the lantern and flashes. Humanoid dives in. He gets the charm onto Broken Blade, and suddenly it is a 5 versus 3. Oh my word, Schalke desperately trying to get towards their own base.
Then you just lose Baron, and then that also sucks for you. It's like, yeah, there's just no good answer to this anymore. Look at his items.
Yo.
He has so much defenses there as well. And he's got Mountain Soul. He's just charging in. He doesn't worry about anything. Look at him.
This guy is literal raid boss. He is the absolute unit in the front of the Mad Line. They're actually going to catch Gilius out with the charm here. Gets taken pretty low. They are trying to push down this inhibitor. It will drop to the Baron empowered siege minions, and Armor takes 0 damage. This guy takes, I mean, that is just absolutely disgusting. The guy is, I mean, literally, Aphelios is tickling him. He's just stood there, just probably almost enjoying it. Look at this guy. He doesn't care that he's hooked. He's taken zero damage. Look at that shield.
They almost got the shield. They did almost get that, though, to be fair. Right here is a walking Zhonya's, right? Except he can also cast abilities. This guy, I genuinely don't see a world where he can die as Mad Lion's going.
Oh, Limit lands the charm. Limit went for the hook. He gets killed off by Armut. That's Armut's response to getting hooked twice in a row. He just kills you.
He is, yeah. I mean, with that mountain soul definitely making things just a lot here for Schalke. They're going to try and hold on. They've only got one lane left to defend here. There's no Baron left on Mad, so maybe they can stall out for a bit longer, but I don't think Mad are going to let it happen.
And then he charges in, and again, it just zones him out. I mean, you're hooking the wrong target, Limit. You don't want this guy. He's just too big as the Magnet Storm comes in, absolutely decimating Schalke's backline. They're trying their best, but they just don't have the damage. Mad absolutely slaughter Schalke in their own base, and they're going for the win. A triple kill for the absolute beast in the jungle that is Elyoya, and they'll take the final nail in the coffin. Mad are pushing for the win. They don't believe in miracles. They're going for that 3rd and 4th spot, and potentially, Foxy, they're going to challenge the top of the standings in the LEC.
Mad Lion's going to be really happy with this one. This was a clinic from start to finish. It looked a little teeny bit dicey for the bot side.
See how Teo chooses to respond. He is a bit more of an aggressive mid laner, and it's the Yone.
Okay, didn't even think about that one. Just slapping that one right down. Vander was leaving lane, and he was able to walk into the river, get rid of all of Astralis' vision here. They got to push into mid as well, towards as well. But here we go, Misfits going for the dive.
Uh-oh, it's the 4-man dive police, and they are going to arrest Promiscu. He gets taken down very low. First blood is there. Viteo will jump out of that engage. Vander
over to Misfits. We're very happy about that. Oh no!
This is a bit of a yikes. This is a bit of a yikes, but Jessica will be able to flush out and has the backup of Zanzara.
Go for objectives as Misfits here. 11 minutes into the game are going to be able to pick up their 2nd dragon here. It's going to be an Ocean, setting us up for a Cloud Soul as the game goes on.
Yeah, and the help that Viteo has had in the mid lane has allowed him to have much more, like a very heavy mid prio. Vander Hex Flash immediately countered by MagiFelix's flush as well. But again, they are just putting pressure onto MagiFelix in this mid lane. They're going to drop the Herald, potentially the Drowsy coming through. Are they going to go for the dive? MagiFelix tried, fake sealed, bops him under tower, and that is a kill for Viteo, and they will get a huge amount of plates off the back of it as well.
Yeah, that's a big play right there from Misfits. It's not done just yet. Astralis going to be looking to make something happen, but oh my sweet, oh no, Misfits are doing it again. MagiFelix, he's going to be put to sleep in more ways than one. He's down in that mid lane, not going to be able to do anything there. Kobe's going on Jessica again, not the 1v1 once more. Kobe with a flash on the Blade Caller there, that's nicely done. 1v1 going over in the favor of Misfits AD carry once again. It's all happening everywhere. Astralis, they're losing their marbles left, right and center. Misfits diving tier 2 tower 14 minutes into the game. Oh my goodness, what maybe he is, you know. Okay, I'm just gonna hand this over to the adults here. You can take it away. Quick shot, please save me.
Can you not hear me, Foxy? Hello? Can you not hear me, Foxy? Hello? Yeah. I had to quickly, my sound driver crashed in the middle of the fight. Right.
Hello and welcome everybody proactively. And last week, one of the things we talked a lot about was how well Viteo and Razork had comboed up. We'll continue the story in a moment as Misfits are 2 dragons up, 4,500 gold. And Viteo's Yone is so incredibly fed. 3-0-2 coming into the fight. Razork is inside the pit. This is the 3rd dragon of the game. Good
Zanzara, he got it!
Pulverize, the engage goes in. It's Zanzara that secures the dragon, but it will be the fight to Misfits. He managed to pick up one, it's not done yet. There's the dash in from Kobe. Manages to close out the 2nd of the fight. Now turn their attention to the bottom lane tower.
I mean, all things considered, not too bad for Astralis. They only lose does back up, but now Astralis with that pressure from the bot river. We're setting up around mid lane. There is a Zhonya's on Razork though, so he has tools to stall.
Oh, let's see how much time he can buy. We'll just last second save on the Hourglass. The Shockwave comes out, and There's the kill secured, but here with the re-engage, the tower being focused down by Jeskla. Knockup comes in from Vanda, and Kobbe is the one that gets the kill. Astralis still backing away. That's their first tower of the game.
Yeah, that's a big one for them. It will be traded on the bottom side of the map. VTO will knock that one down, and there's still the Rift Herald sitting in Razork's pockets. They're going to be able to use that to break one of these inner turrets later on into the game. Still, though, from what we've seen just in the last couple of
interference for the time being. Teleport has now been broken as White Knight will pop himself into the river. Misfits, they're sticking to this. It's going low. This could be a 50-50. Dash away at 2,000
VTO on the flank.
HP. A hero with the engage. The unstoppable force. The dash forward to the killer instinct. Kobbe gets knocked away from a barrel and he's taken down. That's not what Misfits are wanting. But VTO on the side lane manages to counter the AD kill. Zanzara picks up Vanda. So far, 2 for 1 in favor of Astralis, but Astralis are split up in focus. The exhaust will slow down the re-engage and the damage from Razork. And in a 3v4, Misfits are now looking for more.
I mean, Astralis come away with 2 kills. They were able to single out Kobbe in a very spread out fight, with VTO only finding 1 member, still too low HP. VTO goes back in.
So much damage onto Zanzara, but here comes the re-engage from White Knight. Manages to pick up the kill. They're in, and the comp they're facing against. How will they do? We're going to find out as Vanda's going all the way forward. Kobbe's got the killer instinct.
Let's hear it.
Pulled the trigger. Here it has not got the ultimate available just yet. Will finally pop
zoom,
it.
zoom!
Manages to catch Jeskla. What goes up must come down. Here it is buying so much time, but nobody has fallen just yet. VTO with the engage and is forced to dash away. Not going to be able to find the kill, and now it's up to Astralis. They have the option to repel this attack.
Them, and it's not these skirmishes going all over the place. Well, then you almost have to favor them off of the itemization here. That's a big sleep, though.
Jesla's going to get caught up. Featherstorm up into the air. Here comes the engage from here. Gets the knockback. VTO follows up with fantastic damage from the Fate Seal. Kobbe is trying to fire away. Forced to flash back to his own team. White Knight flashes away defensively himself, and Promiscu will get popped down by Hera. 2 quick kills. It was the sleep that set it up. It was Misfits that are trying to close this one out. Now Zanzara running for his life. The Blooming Blows comes in and Kobbe picks up yet another. MagiFelix, the last man standing, unable to defend the base.
Oh, Razor's going to try to chase him down. Vander on the hunt as well. MagiFelix has a turret, and that's just about it. But man, here at Sion is just disturbing. Channeling forward on that ultimate over and over, punishing poor Jeskla right the second he comes out of air on the fence.
They are playing this a little bit reckless, if you will. Throwing themselves at Astralis, and because of their gold lead,
once she went up, she never came down. She died
this time around, unable to get Jeskla out. He was flashless because of all the previous engages, and that means Misfits get super minions in the middle lane. They pick up the Baron buff, and when they were backing and spending all that hard-earned gold, the second Cloud Drake was picked up by Astralis.
Yeah, look at here. He's just standing, being a nuisance, buffing up those minion, those super waves. And he has that ultimate if you ever wanted to look on the flank. Now they're going to change roles, because again, if he's trying to dive a tower here, he'll be in the front, but Misfits, they want it. VTO has his ult.
VTO's looking for it, holds on to it for now. No fates unsealed. MagiFelix playing way back. He's so afraid to engage. The pop-up comes in from VTO, killing spree onto Zanzara, and his GA is going to get popped. Now Razork, he picks up the second of the fight. Promiscu is the target. Vanda manages to find Jeskla. He's holding on to his flash for now. The feathers, they fly. They take down Vanda. But Misfits do not care. They have pummeled Astralis into their base, into their fountain, and here it goes unkilled in 30 minutes. Misfits turn their attention to the Nexus as VTO and Razork will close that one out. Here it just styling on Astralis, and Misfits pick up their 3rd win in a row.
It's a critical win, too, for Misfits to keep alive in the hunt.
Definitely. But they did go for the Morgana. I think you were right in your point, Vedius. Having Braum against Lucian in Italy could have been a good strong point, but Caitlyn not winning lane isn't really a Caitlyn. So they've lost
challenging for Jankos to get a gank off, because that Gnar can be slippery, and a bot lane with a black shield, it's impossible to play against.
It absolutely is. Jankos and Inspired on nearby. This is going to turn into a 2v2 as Caps is just running down Larson. First blood picked up solo, and now Inspired will be the next target. He's trying to run away. No flash available, and the spear is...
Mickey get in the area off of the reset. He's going to look for a play around mid.
Gonna be able to find Inspired in just a moment. Flash forward into the Zenith Blade. Shield of Daybreak picks up the kill, and the culling allows Caps to pick up the second, flawlessly executed.
That is just beautiful. That's everything you need to see out of Mickey coming off that play. Because again, the lane, after the solo kill, was going to get a little bit rough. Now Jankos is on the ward.
Oh, Odoamne is going to hop away to safety. Got a flash available, gets away from at least the first spear as Jankos swaps into Cougar form, and despite taking a damage from Odo. It will be Wonder that picks up the final. I want to step into the darkness.
You will see the difference, though, in how these two junglers are approaching it. Like, Jankos is almost trying to invite a fight coming up towards the top side of the map. Here, though, Inspired, he knows he has full prio in bot and in mid lane as well, so it's a very easy...
Could be number 1 and number 2.
I think it is, Trevor. I'll say it right now. Here we go. Mickey goes in.
Let's find Larssen this time around. The curtain is called. Defensive flash from Larssen. He manages to escape with the help of the Sand Soldiers, but the 4th shot, and Jankos pouncing into the fray. The stun will catch out Trim, and he's trying to root down 2. Jankos is able to escape, but he gets put to sleep, and Hunt Summer's on the board. The first for Rogue. That's a dash forward for Caps. He manages to take out Trimby. Now Inspired and Hunt Summer running for their life. These teams met in playoffs. It was the story of the mid lane, and it was whoever gets the advantage gets ahead. And we keep looking at Larssen. He is in the discussion being one of the best mids, but he needs to be able to take down Caps to be able to claim that title.
Yeah, and it started off with a solo kill again in this one. Caps coming back off of the TP, and we're going to see the game continue to be so focused around Caps from the G2 side, because the playmakers are absolutely Mickey, and then I think we're going to see Wonder get involved a little bit later on, but the fights are going to happen around Caps. Right now, it's the mid lane, but now that that turret is down, getting into your jungle, and once again, we're seeing them on the hunt towards bot.
Mickey doesn't have the solar flare available. Trimby may be forced to flash, gets rooted in place, and the culling just deletes him. I think holding on.
So very good stuff from G2, and again, we're going to see this get even worse for Rogue, it feels like.
It's very clear. G2 are looking for map domination and trying to push these waves in.
Here's the thing, though, is Rogue are responding to this attack so much better than the last time around to be able to play for the spot lane tower. Not for a very, very long time, at the very least. And because this Lucian is so turbo-fed, it seems like it's easier, because Rogue's comp is a lot about keeping range. And, well, they found Jankos.
They have indeed. He's going to flash over the wall, get put to sleep. And there's no further follow-up. Dark that solo kill, despite junglers being nearby in the laning phase, and has now taken over the game. I think it is very important to call out, though.
These abilities go down, that give big windows over towards G2.
A lot of damage coming down onto Mickey. He's the target, forced to flash away. Does escape with his life. No further follow-up on Caps going around, looking for the tri-bush. Emperor's Divide, the slide, the glide. Larssen needs to buy some time. Sends out the Sand Soldiers, but cannot interrupt. Wonder and Caps, the 3 members of Rogue making their way down.
It's so hard. It just has to be a Baron steal here, because Odo has no rage built up. Trimby not with an ultimate, not in position, but Mickey is low.
Odo One, they're starting to charge up that Narbar. Baron is down to 2,000. Inspired looking for it. He flashes forward and he's killed. G2 focus him down. The smite is removed as Mickey loses his life. G2 will be able to pick up the Baron. And now, curtain call, tagging Rogue members as they run away for their lives.
Yeah, you can see there, G2, no, there's no good way for Rogue to start a fight there outside of a really good binding coming in. It's these single target pick tools. So G2 say, let's go on the Baron. Mickey can sacrifice began, and that was losing the regular season last summer. Now, that on paper doesn't really mean anything, but if you guys were watching Carlos get interviewed last night by Code Miko, you know that losing anything don't feel too good to G2, so they don't want to let it happen this time around. These two teams tied in the standings, but G2 in a great position to jump out to a undefended first place.
Sole control of first is what G2 are pushing into the base for. Baron empowered minions
for them has been that they can play so many different styles. My question is, do we get to see all those in a best of 5, the faded best of 5?
50 minutes, yes, comps and G2 style have to be taken into consideration, but we know that Rogue can do better than they're demonstrating today. And you still have to give them some credit, right? They haven't just fallen over. As Inspired will get obliterated by Jankos. The Solar Flare catches Larssen. The Emperor's Divide does nothing to slow or stop G2. And despite Odo buying some time, the rest of G2 are collapsing, surrounding, and crushing Rogue's hopes. Odo will be the next target as he gets rooted down from a long range. A dash forward from the Gale Force. Another
Mickey again!
Zenith Blade. Every single tool lands. And G2 Esports are inside the base of Rogue.
Mickey showed up to play today, from the early roams to mid to again finding Larssen in these fights over and over and over. G2 are flashing onto Larssen. They're going to finish him off before this game is done. G2 are going to take down Rogue.
The uncontested first seed during the regular season. G2 Esports dominate Rogue, turn their attention to Inspired. Will there be some showmanship? It feels like there just might be. That was personal as Inspired picks up a kill onto Jankos. watching his Nexus go down. G2 are your best team.
Just a quick little jungle dip before the Nexus explodes, but G2 very good at locking down Team Vitality from a very far way away, and they're going to lock that one in. So SK, very strong team fight, a lot of effective range. And the way they're on a ward, so Vitality should be able to disengage this, but I don't know if they did it in time.
They definitely did not. That was a very good rocket jump from Crown Shot, but Labrov did not. Waiting for the opportunity. Tinks is going to try and challenge a little bit on that Skarner control panel.
Here we go.
One that goes forward. That's a flash from Crown Shot. Turns his attention onto Jezu. Jezu gets stunned in place. And this will be a 2v2 kill.
Beautiful.
Donated to Crown Shot. They come away basically. How good will they be? Because they are so close to playoffs. Tools that they do have, jump onto Vitality before they get the time to scale, before they get the levels and the items under their belt. Tinks is going to be ghosting in. The unstoppable onslaught comes forward, and this should be a relatively easy kill until Labrov finally goes down as Jezu picks
haven't
his...
seen that Impale used just yet, and we're still a long way away from any Quicksilver stashes.
We really are. Flash Impales available.
Oh,
That's a
baby!
Flash Magnet Storm into the onslaught of shadows, but there's not enough damage just yet. Skeens is able to survive long enough for the Impale to let Crown Shot get the kill. Treats dashes forward and Skeens escapes with his life. Now it's SK on the retreat. They started the fight and lost. The mid-season substitution for Vitality, and
whoa!
He's the one that's stepping up. Blue will get caught out. The Emperor's Divide, there's no Flash Impale, and I don't think Melitza really even needed anything more if Blue had stuck around.
Here we go, we're fighting again, Trevor.
Absolutely are. Tinks goes to try get away, gets rooted up, or stunned up rather, by Labrov. Support comes in from Jezu, and now the Herald in the mid.
But it will be that Infernal Drake going over to Vitality, stacking it away. It'll be going to be a winning trade here for Vitality.
This is actually something to highlight. If Vitality can use the Azir and the Tristana for cross-map plays, the two of them...
Naturally, your support and everything, you actually have much more dive threats. You can zone the enemy AD carry off the tower. It also enables you to get that deep vision leading up into a Drake fight. Here we go.
Melitza committed the flash for that one. The target is going to be Treats for the Impale. Here comes Crown Shot. Not going to be able to do more. The Shockwave lands onto Melitza, and the root will not find anybody. So both teams...
What ultimates are left? We're going to get a TP in from Gen X. He's got his ult. Shigenda too, ready to get into the party. Labrov, though, do they want to go in?
There's the target. The Shadows is thrown out by Tinks. Turns his attention onto Labrov. Kicks Tinks backwards. Crown Shot is caught up, stunned. Gen X is on top of him, and he's shut down by Jezu. One of the damage threats removed. And that means Skeens is left out to dry. He flashes over the wall, escapes with his life, and SK will get uncontested on the draw.
It's a critical team fight victory there from SK. Not only does it get the kill onto Crown Shot, it gives them this Ocean Drake, stops that stacking of the soul, and even gets a flash out of Skeens. One of the primary playmaking tools from Vitality is going to be him flashing in, snap grabbing a target, and pulling him back. But in that situation, it was just a comedy because him and the Magnets are awkward here for Vitality. Melitza's just TPing in, so he's not here immediately. Crown Shot goes flying in, he sees the CC target, but doesn't realize, well, there's Gen X flying at you, and again, it's Gen X in these team fights finding the target he should never be able to find. Tristana with her ultimate with a dash, she has everything, but now 20 minutes, they insta-start the Baron and they shred it. It's gone.
There's nothing SK can do. Didn't expect it, didn't have the vision, didn't even check it. And Vitality just a lot of these advantages, but all credit to Shigenda in the top lane, to Melitza holding firm in the mid lane. They're doing everything they need to across the map.
And this goal is important, but usually you'd like to get some value out of that. Like the MR isn't super valuable against primarily one magic damage dealer in Melitza, who realistically should not be hitting Jezu or Blue. So these items are very much the QSS tax, and they are feeling real bad that they had to buy them.
They really, really are. There's the engage onto Treats. No further follow-up or ultimates committed. The tower will remain alive for now. And as soon as Tinks shows face, this will allow Shigenda to push in the bottom lane. I mean, Mini Noir plus Baron empowered minions. And there will be some support from SK. Can they set up a kill? Shigenda will hop away to safety, and there's no engage. But it's just Baron imparted pressure, plus 3k in this Red Bull Baron power play, and they've unlocked the map completely.
And if Treats was going to force that fight,
Vitality up for theoretical engage on the SK side. This is the third dragon of the game for Vitality. It's not even 5 kills
remaining. They don't have good scouting deep into the pit, so SK is going to have to face check.
And it's Vitality that start the fight. They impale Treats. He cannot use that ultimate. He cannot start the fight. And Vitality used their vision fantastically.
SK have 3 QSSs out of 5. but Therese doesn't have one. He's a sitting duck when he goes flying on in, and now Tinksy has his ultimate to try and go zooming into the pit, but he's not going to get the chance to get close here. What can they
LeBron is
do?
completely zoning him away. The curtain call does nothing as the final shot made me cringe.
LeBron flank,
LeBron is looking for a target. It's Tinks that gets jumped on. Tinks has still got the ultimate and the ghost to escape, and that's what he's going to need to do.
If you're dropping games against teams like Vitality, well, now that top 3 question, it's a little bit out of it. Shigenda jumps away, throws him off of him, and now Vitality, they don't have to worry about that onslaught of shadows anymore.
No, they do not, so they can look to see
Whoa.
there's a teleport coming in. This will be, I think, Gen X.
It's Gen X's time to shine.
Looking for Crown Shot, looking for Schemes. Impale is available. The Buster Shot buys so much time. Flash forward. The Impale is rooting him in place. Crown Shot remains untouched. He gets the first kill. Rocket jumps away to safety. And now it's SK on the retreat. Shigenda starting to gnaw out. Can he survive long enough? Forced to flash. That's a great engage from LeBron. The pulverize sends SK packing. The last man standing is blue, and he is dunked for a triple from Melitza.
LeBron had a rough start to this game. He got picked on in the bot lane, but over and over in these team fights, he shows up when it matters. Vitality lost the player at the start, but it's LeBron to fly and get the 3-man knockup and lock up the game for Vitality.
Beautiful game from Vitality. Despite conceding first blood, they bounce back, and Vitality will take down SK. Let me time that again. Vitality take down SK.
Yeah! That's the hype they needed there. Vitality end the win streak of SK, and they give themselves a little bit more hope. 0.6 something scenario get you priority over that bottom lane, and I mean even the speed up synergizes very well with a Hecarim later on into this, so we'll dive into that a little bit more later into the game. We'll see each other. Niski has an extra barrier. He's taken over to the fight. Very low mana on Chekolod here, and the rotation is coming out from Tori, so Selfmade's gonna have to walk away.
Selfmade's got the flash available. Is going to throw that down already. Teleport now being used in the mid lane as Kryze will join the fray. Hops forward. Boomerang. First blood to XL. Turns the attention over to Niski.
No global ultimate from Blippo opens up playmaking around bottom lane because Patrick, Tori, they're going to be level 6 very, very shortly.
Oh, keep holding my breath, waiting for that level to ding. Not going to happen just yet. There it is. Patrick, Enchanted Crystal Arrow goes out. The volley. But Hillsang's underneath the tower.
There's a fight in mid lane too.
Tori's in trouble. He's below 200. The Devour comes up and it's upset with the final hit. Hillsang goes down thanks to the Ancient's volley. And it ends up being a 2-for-1 in favor of Fnatic. I didn't see the fight in the middle lane, but now Dan is caught out. He gets bopped backwards by Selfmade. Ghost is available, but no ultimate yet.
No, it's so rough. A good bubble through the wall from Niski. It's see ya later. Good night. Dan has nowhere to go, stuck between all these towers, and it's going to be Niski to find this kill in the end. Big kill going over to the Fnatic members over on the XL side, so we'll hold our breath, see where he ends up going with that one. Bore straight into the bot lane.
Wild Growth will buy some time. No Cannon Barrage available, and the Ash Arrow will connect onto Graves. Devour comes up, buy some time. Flash over the wall from Selfmade. Chekolad arrives with the teleports, and now Niski needs to find some targets. Will he not
champion all time. He played so much of it over North America when I was checking him out, and I just know that he loves this one. So a good start to the season. They figured out their success, and now sleep in mid. Chain CC, that's
so
gnarly.
Much damage. The collateral damage is dodged away from, but the Cannon Barrage comes out. The Railgun. You do not need engage when you can just snipe opponents.
Left, right, forward, backward. He can't dodge everything. Chekolad feeling real bad after that one. He thought he got away, but Upset and Bwipo had a little bit more to say about it.
I mean, that was just terrifying and frustrating. And also, it illuminates to me a way that Fnatic can look for a pick before an objective. Just fish for bubbles. Just fish for them. That's all you got to do.
We just saw a lot of
throughout the course of spring. They just want to get in your face over and over and over. And I'm looking at a potential setup here as Selfmade was stood right on top of a ward, so XL are fully aware of it. Dan has now come up to support. If you look at the mini-map, Niski is roaming from the mid lane. Big damage onto Tori. The Ash Arrow catches onto Hillsang. He's feared. He's knocked backwards.
Double
and the
TP.
cannot even be popped. That's the 4th kill of the game for XL. Bwipo arrives to the fight and Kryze cannot get over the wall. Bwipo's got no flash to escape, but he doesn't need it. Upset over the wall, picks up another kill, and Patrick is bopped down by Selfmade. Niski continues to wreak havoc on the XL back lane, and Torre's running for his life. The one more shot from Niski will take him out. An Upset left to close out the ace. The support comes in from Selfmade. 5 kills to Fnatic. just did so
Yeah, it did.
much work.
The barrel, the ultimate to zone, and then a couple of punches straight to the face. It is the dust blade!
Can we do a center
bubble, bubble.
check-in while we see the engage? The railgun, the cannon barrage, and Hylissang on the back line. He just takes an abysmal
Patrick!
voyage. Patrick gets a lot of damage onto Niski, but frankly, there's
That
two.
can make or break this one for Excel.
This might just be the longest range pick comp I have ever seen. It's a discussion I will have after this
Oh,
event.
no.
Chocolat gets in some trouble, forced to flash over the wall, uses the Sand Soldiers perfectly to scale the
Niski?
next two. Niski stolen a flash, not gonna find the Sleepy Trouble Bubble this time round. Hylissang flashes himself over the wall, and the barrels plus an invisible gangplank will pick up yet another kill.
If at first you don't succeed, try, flash, tongue lash, everything.
Showing they can play this Tahm Kench center perfectly, even losing flash at level
Okay.
1. Upset will get devoured and now get dove on. Defensive flash away. Dan is now a little bit too deep. The cannon barrage is interrupting any further follow-up. Kreis is on the back line, but he needs so much time to gnaw out. He's just a mini gnaw. He's so small and cute, and he's being run down by Fnatic members. The cannon barrage prevented
there's more?
any further follow-up, but Patrick and Tori are not done. They turn their attention to Hylissang. Chocolat and Dan go forward. The onslaught of shadows has already been used. Whippo gets almost killed, but he survives. Kreis is about to mega gnaw out. This could be huge as Fnatic
Oh,
are
Patrick's
split.
flashing in!
Nobody's dead just yet. Patrick looking for the kill, but he simply can't find it. Hylissang escapes with the ultimate, taking Whippo to safety, and now all of a sudden it's Fnatic looking for a pick.
What's going on, Trevor? It's
I have no
absolute
idea.
chaos. Every ultimate gone, every summoner spell. There's a dragon still to fight over, and Hylissang wants in.
Upset's gonna get another
Niski!
ultimate off, and Niski will find the sleep onto Dan. That is the 12th kill.
Self-made
for
on the flank,
Fnatic.
self-made.
And
Watch
Self-made
him.
can dash over the wall. He's got the quick draw. He's got the end of the line, and he gets the last auto for the kill. Kreis finally gnaws out, but it doesn't matter. It's too little, it's too late, and Fnatic find 2 kills in one of the most interesting team fights I have ever seen.
I think it was like 4 or 5 different teams.
As a pick comp, I think the way they're playing it is definitely leaning in that direction.
Yeah.
And then when you see that Fnatic are going to say, yeah,
Are we
we're
just
on the
going to
inner
base
turret.
race it? I don't know about this one, Excel. They're just going to push down mid lane, give us the split screen, give us everything. I love it. Both teams at the same pace in this one. Honestly, Excel, full commit to the race. You're losing anyway. Go for the Nexus.
I think Excel were actually behind, but they managed
Oh,
to
the
pull
cannon
ahead.
barrage!
The cannon barrage will kill the minions. That is gigantic for Whippo and for Fnatic. Dan and the rest of the XL members are trying to recall. Nexus turret number 1 is down. The minions
Dan
are still
can't
alive.
recall the
Chocolat
minions!
cannot get into the Fnatic members, and Fnatic take down XL.
Oh my god! What was this game?
The cannon barrage to